What's good, guys? Welcome back to this end of year November and December collective manga haul. This will be done in two separate recordings, as I have the majority of the manga with me right now. There's a box there and some stacks here and there. But I'm still missing quite a few volumes, almost 30 volumes, I believe, that I won't be getting before Christmas. So I'll be adding those in towards the end of this video. But I still have the majority here, so this is going to be a long haul, and it's going to be a great way to end out the year. And sorry for sorry for being lacking with the manga content. It's been pretty busy, and I did those Yu-Gi-Oh unboxings just to kind of fill out the channel with some content while I was busy working and running errands. December is an extremely busy time of year, so and Denmark has just gone down into a COVID lockdown again. So things are not looking great here, but we're getting through it, and let's just hope for the best, guys, and let's get into this video. Let's start off with one of my bigger purchases that I decided to get for myself, which is 9 volumes of I Am a Hero, missing volume Omnibus 10. It wasn't available, so this was a series that I'd been telling myself that I should probably just get rid of my Omnibus 1, because I was never gonna own it. Because I was pretty sure that these were out of print, but Dark Horse decided to reprint them, and I pulled the trigger. I bought all the ones that were available, and now I'm just missing one, which is better than having one and missing 10, but quite annoying that I don't have Omnibus 10. But now I can at least read 1 through 9, and then read the scans for the ones that I don't have. Actually, let's... Sorry for that cut. My phone was somehow managing to try and do an emergency call, which I kind of had to shut down real fast. So yeah, I have 2 through 9, and then 11 of I'm a Hero. Missing that volume 10, hoping for a reprint in 2022, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just have to splurge and buy one of the overpriced volumes on eBay, which there aren't actually a lot of, which is kind of surprising, but oh well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, next up is a series that just had a complete reprint of the entire run, and it's an ongoing series, and it's a pretty popular one in the manga tubing sphere, which is Witch Hat Atelier, whatever. I have the same issues as everybody else. I have no idea how to pronounce this word, but my local comic book store had volumes 1 through 8 all in stock, and I'd been meaning to pick this up, and I got a bonus from work and decided to just splurge and treat myself. And yeah, the art is amazing, and I heard it's a really interesting read, and it's about like a magic school or something like that. I don't know quite a lot about this series, to be fair, but it seemed intriguing, and just these covers, man. And it did win a prize. Oh yeah, from volume 7 and onwards, it has the Will Eisner Prize, which, I mean, if it's won a prize, I'm sure it's great. Just like actually, let me talk about another series that won a certain prize. I don't remember what award or prize it was, but Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. I read this the other day, and gotta say, I was really impressed. I really loved the pacing, because it jumps a lot in time, but it seems so like it's not big jumps, because the main character is basically immortal and can live for such a long time, and so she sees time differently, and we kind of get to experience that through her. This is one people should be looking out for, because this is really good, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a very popular series. If it ever gets an anime, this one's gonna pop off. It's not actiony or anything. It's pretty much slice of life, but it's in a fantasy setting, and the characters are pretty interesting. So look out for Frieren Beyond's Journey's End. Next up, this restocked as well. Silent Voice box set. I've been meaning to read this. I can't get myself to sit down and watch the movie. I have a hard time watching animated movies for some reason, but yeah, I picked this up. It was on sale for Black Friday, so all 7 volumes. It's going to fit nicely right next to Quintessential Quintuplets on my new completed manga series shelf, which I might have to do a updated collection room tour, since a lot's changed actually since as you can see, there's a new Kallax right here. So a lot of things have changed in the office, but we'll see. Maybe I'll wait a few months to do it. It won't be anytime soon, at least. Next up, just the last 3 collector's edition Pokemon. Finally I can get into this. I've been putting it off since I wanted to do this video, and I've just been waiting for, yeah, just the right time. They're great volumes, great quality. They're extremely heavy for some reason. The paper is super heavy in these ones. Kind of annoyed that this is so that it's basically half the size of the other volumes, because if it was like the rest, it would have fit perfectly in one of these cubes in the Kallax, and I had to move it out because I couldn't fill out one, so I needed the space for other things. And next up, Blade of the Immortal. What can I say? It's the only deluxe edition manga from Dark Horse I'm buying right now, because I don't like the Berserk ones. I bought the singles, and not interested in Hellsing. I wanted to get the paperbacks of these, but they were out of stock, and then they restocked recently, and now I am just stuck collecting these, even though I'd rather have the paperbacks. But I mean, these are nice. They look better than the other deluxe editions. I like the more angular spine, and I've heard this is a great manga. I can't wait to get into it. I really need to get my things sorted and start reading more. I've been in kind of a slump lately. A lot of stress from work, and I accepted a second job. I quit the second job because I wasn't getting enough out of it, but here we are, back to doing more manga content, actually having time to watch anime and read manga. Next up, another hardback. I don't like hardbacks, but JoJo Part 5, it's the only way to collect the JoJo manga in English, if you don't consider the out-of-print Viz volumes for Part 3, which, I mean, I kind of wish that they did single volumes for JoJo's. It would have looked so sick on the shelves. But these hardcovers are pretty nice. Don't like the pink bubble, but I mean, what can you do? It's the JoJo's Part 5. It's not my favorite part. I prefer Part 4 so far, but yeah. These take too long to come out, but you've heard that before, I'm sure. Let's put that to the side. Actually, maybe I could just... Sorry, this is not going to be edited out because can't be asked. Just going to shove these further back so I can fit more manga. Alright, so what's next? Let's see. 2 omnibuses of Shaman King. 13 through 15 and 16 through 18. This is coming out pretty fast. I think the release is slowing down now that they've caught up to where they were supposed to be before they're delaying. But yeah, it's low Dansha. Kodansha can go sucking ass. They do such bad releases. Like, look at this. There's a ding, there's a ding, and these are from a physical store, so there's like no shipping involved or anything. So, yeah, they suck. They make bad manga, bad quality manga. They have some good licenses, but just look at 7 Seas picking up Tokyo Revengers printing license rather than Kodansha actually trying to make money. So my guess is they're going to go out of business because they don't want to print their most popular series. Oh well, too bad. Dr. Stone 19. I need to get into reading this. I really enjoyed the anime. Oh, my foot's asleep. Yeah, I'm on the floor, so I'm in pain. This is not a good spot to sit in, but it's my usual recording spot because I have a table, a coffee table, and a very small tripod. Next up, Vigilante's 11. I read the 2 volumes, the first 2 volumes. I liked it. I think it's a cool take on this My Hero world, and I mean, the characters are nice and they're pretty interesting. So it's kind of cool to see something that's not just the UA school, which is pretty cool. Hopefully it goes on for a while. I know that the main manga is coming to an end within a year, I believe the mangaka has said, but we'll see. It's definitely feeling like it's coming to a close, which is it's nice. It's got a good length now, and it feels like it's supposed to be coming to an end. Grand Blue Dreaming, it's pretty much everyone's favorite comedy manga on the internet, so I'm picking them up, even though I haven't read more than 3 to 4 volumes. I really like those 3 to 4 volumes, and I just haven't gotten around to reading any more of it. Next up, what do you call it? What's the word? This is something I really enjoy. I can't find the word for it. It's oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, it's an odd couple romance. The Dangers in My Heart, volumes 1 through 3. These were pretty cute. It's good. The art is kind of shit, but I really enjoy a good odd couple romance. This is with a tall, thick girl. Well, thick like thick thighs, big tits. So yeah. This is, I guess that says a lot about me, that the majority of the romance manga I read are kind of like that. Speaking of, here is Hitomi-chan is Shy with Strangers. Komi-san with a very hot main girl. Read it. This is Komi-san for Nasty Man, and it's great. It's really good. It's really cute. And it's also released by 7 Seas, the best manga publishing company out there. Next up, Cat in a Hot Girl's Dorm. This is nasty. It's basically hentai. Go pick it up. It's great. Support the hentai industry. This guy has also done Arrow Ninja Scrolls, which is also a new release, and they're all published by 7 Seas in the Ghost Ship line, and yeah, go pick them up. Wait, can I? Nope. I need to cover this up. Sorry. There we go. Well, pick those up if you're into a nasty, fun series. They're good reads. They don't take too long to read, and they release every now and then. I think A Cat in a Hot Girl's Dorm Volume 2 is up for pre-orders, and the same with Arrow Ninja Scrolls. They're the great thing about Ghost Ship is they publish stuff that's even impossible to find scans of. I could only find original Japanese scans of Arrow Ninja Scrolls online, so do with that information what you will. And next up, do you like big girls? This one's still in the wrap because I read the entire thing online, and there's no need to open it up if I'm not going to read it physically yet. Might reread it in the future, but this is for the Nasty Man collection as well. This is really good. This is very fun, and the main character is a Chad, and he just goes out there and he gets things done. Next up, Machi Maho. I messed up and made the wrong person into a magical girl, volume 8. Heard this is good. Still need to read it. The covers are great, and again, it's 7 Seas, so And it's not the ghost ship line, so it's gonna be edgy, but it's also not gonna be full on hentai. But I heard it's good. The art looks fantastic, so I mean that's a good first volume of Tokyo Ghoul Re. We did volumes 1 through 14 for the Dark Sages book club on his Discord and for his Twitch, and go check out his stuff. I'm on there discussing Tokyo Ghoul for the book club live streams. It was we had a great time, and I think most people didn't really enjoy Tokyo Ghoul as much as I did. I decided to go pick up Re Volume 1 because I just can't wait for the box set to get back in stock. So I'm just going to be picking up the singles, which it's fine by me. I really don't mind as long as I'm supporting the industry. I can't fault myself for picking up the singles. As Boy Riverside, don't pick this up. This is bad. It's so bad. I am considering. I canceled my pre-orders for the rest of the volumes that are coming out in the near future, and I've even considered just throwing this in the bin. It's so bad. Watch the anime. If you like the anime, you can read the manga. It's basically 1 for 1. But it's so bad. And it's like, this is why I hate Kodansha. Kodansha will print this shit manga because it has an anime, but not print Tokyo Revengers for some reason. That's why they're going to go out of business, and I hope it happens soon. This is at least one of the good series, Noragami. Need to read it. My friend keeps recommending it, and I picked them up because the covers are just gorgeous, and I like the anime. And this is the latest volume, and I really like this color. This is a really nice color. And the cover is just dope. It's so nice. I would, if they do a poster of this cover, I would definitely have that in my room. Oh, maybe I shouldn't open it since I haven't actually experienced anything. You know what, I'm gonna move this up here. And next up, everyone's favorite rom-com, Komi Can't Communicate. I'm not reading the physical volumes anymore. I'm reading the scans weekly. I caught up, and I love this manga. I'm going to reread it in the future, and it's just nice to have the physical copies. It's going to be really long. It's over 300 chapters already, which is kind of mind-blowing. I am not sure how this is going to end or when it's going to end. It's probably going to end when they finish Japanese high school, but that could take forever, you know? Like, they can do chapters all for like 30 minutes of a day. That's so many chapters. But yeah, it's probably going to end in the near future, I guess, because it's getting rather long and kind of repetitive. The Devil's a Part-Time on Volume 17. This is the manga. I picked up the manga just because I couldn't be bothered picking up the light novel. I might pick up the light novel in the future. I am not sure. It would look nice in the light novel collects. But, yeah, Volume 17. I'm not caught up on the manga, but what I've read of it, the one season that's out, thank God Season 2 is coming out. I really enjoy this. It's a great slice of life comedy. Reverse isekai as well. It's fantastic. What can I say? And the manga is a really good adaptation from what I can tell. I'm sure the light novel is the best way to consume the story or the anime, but I enjoyed the manga. I can't fault anyone for enjoying the manga because it's really good. Pakka Monogatari, Volume 11. Haven't read any of it yet. Covers are great. Art is absolutely gorgeous, so I'm sure this will be good. Everybody praises the Monogatari, whatever, series to all heavens, so this is probably going to be a great read in the future. Not sure when I'll get around to it, but eventually. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. What can I say? It's a great rom-com. Same thing with Komi. I've gotten to a point where I just read the scans and pick up the physical. I don't like the trim of Vertical. They're owned by Kodansha, so they should change it. But like the trim is absolutely bad. Like why does it have to be this wide? Like just cut this off, make it a standard size, but no, why would they? Another vertical release, Blood on the Tracks. Need to read this. Heard it's great. It's a very intriguing read. This one is one of my personal favorites right now. My senpai is annoying. This is a fully colored manga, which is great fun. They're a bit more expensive than your regular volumes, but I mean, I fell in love with the anime, and I just went out and picked up the first 5 volumes that were out, and now I picked up the latest volume, volume 6, which was a pre-order, and I'm gonna pick up the rest because it's cute and it's an odd couple romance. What can I say? I love those, and it's Wev and Wheeze. Hell yeah! Next up, a light novel. I know, scary words. Rascal does not dream of bunny. Does not dream of dreaming girl. I think this is the last one. Maybe this is one more, but it's coming to a close, I believe. And I I have the manga. I've watched the anime. Loved the anime. Loved the manga. I need to read the light novels. I'm a big fan of Rascal. Does not dream of. It's a great series. I just realized I have more manga in my room that I need to get, so there's going to be a cut right here, and we'll see in a bit. Sorry about that cut. I forgot about my extremely large to-be-read pile that I had next to my bed. First off from that pile of manga, Blue Period, 1 through 4. I'm missing volume 5. I didn't pre-order it. I had so many pre-orders, and it's Christmas. And yeah. These were reprinted. I picked them up in store, so I had to pull the trigger because I fell in love with the anime. And these covers are amazing. And it's such a good read. To be honest, you might not enjoy it if you don't have an artistic inclination. I used to do art a lot. I used to want to be a professional street artist, but gave up on that dream and became an industrial painter, which is still, you know, kind of artistic. But Blue Period, great manga, great anime. Next up, volume 13 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We all know Jujutsu Kaisen. You all love it. I'm kind of meh about it. It's good. It's not the best thing I've ever read. And the art is doo-doo. And for all the folks trying to say, oh, the author said it's inspired by Bleach and not Naruto, I'm like, yeah, sure. It can be inspired by a lot of things. But at face value, it's a Naruto ripoff. It's still good though. Don't take my saltiness as I don't enjoy this. I really, really enjoyed it, and the anime is absolutely gorgeous. But the anime is definitely the superior way to get the story, because the art is rough. It's really, really rough, and I don't enjoy it. Next up, Higehiro, the manga. I actually bought this because I thought it was the light novel. I thought it was a light novel, but nope. Showed up, and it's a One Piece books release, this is the first One Piece books manga I own. So watch the anime. It's pretty good. Odd couple romance. It's kind of in a gray area because she's a high school girl and she kind of falls in love with a grown up, and they have a father-daughter relationship, and then they kind of realize that they yeah. I don't want to spoil too much. It can border on, if you're triggered by semi-grooming, don't read or watch this, at least. It's unintentional grooming. He goes in with it like all the best intentions, but stuff happens. And yeah, haven't read this yet, but I watched the anime and I really enjoyed the anime. Next up, one of my personal favorites, Kagi, Osama, Love is War. This needs to end soon. I really love the series, but it feels like it's coming to a natural close. It's in the same realm as Komi. It's kind of getting kind of long, but it's kind of running out of stuff to do. But I think the mangaka said that it's coming to a close soon, which is nice. Not everything is supposed to go on forever, and especially not rom-coms or slice of life stories. They shouldn't be going on for too long. Next up, Orient. It's getting decent. The first 3 volumes are rough, but it's getting kind of interesting. The world is kind of expanding, and a lot of concepts have been introduced. I still absolutely despised Kodansha for doing all red spines for the entire series. Uniformity is not good when all your covers have different colors. Like, you could have made such a nice release if you color coordinated the covers, the backs, and the spines, but no, they all have this red color, which only matches the first volume. The rest of them are all different, but this one kind of, oh, this one's pink, so this doesn't work, and it looks like, it's like, this spine is ugly, and it's so bad, and it's just another reason to not like low dansha. Next up, Kaiju number 8. Haven't read it yet. Heard people praise this to all heavens. I really don't like the spine on this one. This title is ugly. I don't like that. The rest is fine, but this I don't like. But the front cover is great, and I heard it's a good read, and I can't wait to get into it. I'm gonna be sticking to reading this physically though, even though I know there's a lot of chapters out online, but this is the physical only for me. I can only read so many things online. ID Invaded, the last volume in the sequel manga to the anime original. Don't pick this up if you didn't watch the anime. It's a direct sequel to the anime, which is an anime original. Not sure why they went that way, but they did, and who knows, maybe they'll adapt the original anime into a manga in the future. But yeah, this was kind of this didn't need to exist. This was just kind of going off the hype of the anime. But yeah, it's a decent read. It's only 3 volumes. This is this is done now, so don't have to worry about it anymore. I just picked it up because I really enjoyed the anime. Next up, Chainsaw Man, everybody's other favorite manga. I'm still not super hooked. Last volume, volume 7, got me interested again. But I am not as impressed as everybody else is that have read the series. But I'm still, there's still what, five volumes, including this one. It can still blow my pants off, but kind of not super amazed by it. And maybe it's just because I'm extremely dumb and don't get the message, but we'll see. I'm enjoying it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying it. It's just a lot of people out there saying it's their favorite thing right now, and I'm just, okay. You do you, mate. It's the same with Jitsu Kaisen. And a lot of other new stuff, but you know, we all have different tastes, and they're a good series, just not blowing my mind. Next up is something I've been waiting for so long, which is Please Put Them On, Takamine-san, another Nasty Man title, another Nasty Man manga, and it's by Yen Press actually, which is kind of, they do some Nasty Man stuff, but their release schedule is whack, and this was delayed like 2 or 3 times. And it's only half the size of the first volume, which is so annoying, because it's the same price, but you only get half the content, and we waited so long for this. Like, why were they delaying it? They only had to print half the stuff from the first volume. But yeah, I have yet to read the second volume. Been kind of slacking, but I'm sure it's going to be just as great as volume 1. Even though this is just volume 1.5, to be honest. A lot of glorious release. Mob Psycho 100 took what, 1.5 years to get this volume? Because why? I don't know why these manga publishing companies are surprised no one's buying the manga when they aren't releasing manga. Like, you can't make money if you're not putting out product. This took way too long, and COVID is not a good excuse anymore, because Germany are pretty much done printing all their Mob Psycho volumes. But no, here we are, 1 to 2 volumes a year, because apparently Dark Horse doesn't like money. So why print manga to make money if you can just not print manga and lose money, you know? Stonks right there. Next up, Fly Me to the Moon, another rom-com. I'm addicted to rom-coms. This is the most vanilla rom-com I've ever read. It's pretty chill, but watch the anime, don't pick up the manga. It's not worth it. Unless you have the space to spare, and I do, so yeah. Undead Unlock. I've been enjoying the last 2 volumes. The first volume was ass. It was not good. Volume 2 was pretty good. Volume 3 was really good. This volume is... I haven't read it yet, so if it's along the lines of Volume 3 and 2, I'm in it too. I'm going to be continuing picking this up then, because I'm really enjoying it. But I hear some people don't enjoy it, and you know what? That's totally fair. I can see why you wouldn't. It's kind of... I would say it's kind of a jarring take on the shonen genre. Like, it's pretty not jarring. It's kind of generic, but I can see why it's divisive. But anyways, next up, Hell's Paradise. I think a trailer just dropped for this anime, which is coming out next year or in 2023. I'm not sure. I love the manga. It's such a good read. Can't wait to have the entire thing, and it's been such a great ride. And I've been really enjoying Yuji Kaku's new manga, Yashimon, which is out on the Shonen Jump at right now, and there's like 6 chapters out, and it's actually kind of nice. So hopefully it doesn't get cancelled like Red Hood, which I also really enjoyed. But you never know. The Japanese audience really enjoys different stuff than the Western audiences does. Next up, the quintessential manga tuber manga, Psalm 100. I like it. It's funny. I love zombies. What can I say? Some people don't like it. A lot of people praise it to all heavens because it's easy to get, because they print so many. But I mean, look at the size of this volume, and these 2 volumes cost the same, so do with that what you will. Next up, not sure why I even bothered picking this up. Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend. I don't know why I'm giving Kodansha my money and also giving this mangaka my money, because this guy can't write for shit. The entire story is just the same story beats in a loop for, what, 200 plus chapters, and apparently there's no development. And here I am buying his side stories. Oh well, next up, one of my absolute personal favorites, The Witch and the Beast. I wish so many more people would read this, because this is one of Kodansha's only, like, this is good. These volumes are beautiful, but the covers are kind of deceiving because they give out a hard shoujo vibe. And this is not that. This is a dark fantasy, high impact, gritty, brutal manga with great characters. This guy is so dope. His name is Ashev, and can't remember the chick's name right now, but this is fantastic, and I wish more people would read this. It's so great. Like, I can't even put into words how much I like this. And I'm trying to get my fellow manga tubers to get into reading this by recommending it whenever they buy manga on Twitch, or, you know, just kind of spreading the word as I'm doing right now. Read this, spread the word. The Witch and the Beast is fantastic, and thanks to Base Senpai for recommending this in his videos, because that's why I picked it up, because I have a similar taste to the guy. So, man, I really appreciate it. This is one of my personal favorites currently, and it's really, it's hitting all the right places with fantasy elements and like a dark tone, and it's great. It's a good series. Anyway, that was all the manga I had for right now. There will be a cut now, and we'll talk about the other manga that's gonna be Fairy Tail and Food Wars, I guess. And it's now been a few more days and Christmas has passed here in Denmark. We exchanged gifts on the 24th and I am now the proud owner of the next 3 series I'm gonna show. So first off, let's start with the single volumes I bought. Well, bought them as single volumes. And that is Food Wars volume 11 through 36. Which is complete. So now I finally own all of Food Wars, which is fantastic. It's been something I'm wanting to do for quite a while, but since it was an older series that's been done for a while, I just haven't had the drive to really collect it super fast. So I just decided that for Christmas I was gonna get the last volumes I was missing, which was 11 through 36. So this is gonna be nice and pretty on the shelves. And I really love Food Wars. I watched the entire anime and I've read 10 volumes of the manga, and if I'm ever gonna revisit the story, it's definitely gonna be through the manga. And these covers are really, really, really nice. Okay, let's make the next. Volume 24. Volume 25 with Best Boy. 26 with Best Girl. 27. 28. Yeah. This is a pretty tame Nasty Man series. Food Wars can be pretty nasty, and it for the shonen boys that never delved into any ecchi series or any straight up hentai, this is probably the spiciest thing they've ever seen. That's why this kind of gets a bad rep by a lot of people, because it has some ecchi moments, but it's also a really well done battle shonen with a kind of different approach, because it's through the food battles, hence the name Food Wars. And 34, 35 with similar front covers. And lastly, the Thick Boy, volume 36, to round out the series. Very nice. Very glad to own this finally, and not have to worry about picking up these volumes before they potentially would ever go out of print. So the next thing I bought, let's move this back, is box set 5 of Fairy Tail. People don't like Fairy Tail. A lot of people don't like it because other people don't like it. You know, kind of dogpiling it, even though it's, at this point, I would consider this a classic. Even if you don't like it, you gotta say that it's that Hiro Mashima, he can make money. He knows his stuff. And you can say that it's just a copycat of his previous series. What's it called? Rave Master, and Eden Zero is a copycat of Fairy Tail. Whatever. Hiro Mashima is stacking the dough, and I grew up on this and I really enjoy it. And last but definitely least, I kind of decided to pull the trigger on the Demon Slayer box set, volumes 1 through 23, just because my local store had it and I had some store credit and some gift cards, and I ended up picking it up because why the hell not? It's a complete series, and I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like this media won't be doing a lot of box sets going forward because they know people will buy the singles and they make a lot more money that way. But enough of that. That's all for this haul. There's like 120, 100 something volumes. It's my biggest haul to this day, I believe. But it's also 2 months combined, and a great way to end off the year. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys stick around for more hauls in the future. And who knows, maybe I'll start doing some weekly reviews of what I've read and what's come out. I've been kind of thinking about that, like something along the lines of peak of the week or something like that. We'll see. I have a lot of things brewing in my head, but I just don't really know a lot about filming videos and editing or anything. So, yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for more. Have a good one, guys.